Good morning. As Olivia just said, my name is Adrienne, and I've been serving on the National Mission Committee since 2013. I'm here to talk to you today because it is stewardship season. And as you have heard before, Paul wrote a letter to Timothy saying, "Recalling your tears, I long to see you so that I may be filled with joy. I am reminded of your sincere faith, a faith that lived first in your grandmother Lois and your mother Eunice, and now, I am sure, lives in you. For this reason, I remind you to rekindle the gift of God that is within you." I don't have to say too much for you all to recognize it's been a hard year and a half plus, but you have all shown your sincere faith during this time. Anyone can recognize it in your dedication to attending worship through a live stream, for being here in person now, and attending many activities and classes over Zoom and outdoors. But most of all, perhaps, we've seen it in your crucial support of everything going on at the church, including your much-needed financial support. In particular, the National Mission Committee is grateful for your support because of one of our partners, the Bidachon Presbyterian Church on the Spirit Lake Reservation in North Dakota. I traveled to Bidachon with a few other church members in 2014. It was an exciting time for that church because Joe Obermeyer had began his time as one of the first, or probably the first, full-time employee and ministry partner in the church in recent memory. Since your time, and before that time, and since that time, through your giving, we have all been with the church when it had new ideas like sending children to church summer camps and other programs, when we thought of the idea of granting scholarships to students at the community college on the reservation, and through transition like Joe's departure and the arrival of Rosie and Bob Helland. Of course, we've also been with the church through unexpected tears over the pandemic and the death of a longtime church member, Hilda Garcia, and Rosie Helland's recent illness. More recently, in 2020 and 2021, I'm very thankful we've been able to continue all of our work there. For example, Westminster awarded 5 scholarships to community college students in the fall of 2020, an amazing 8 scholarships in spring of 2021. Through the COVID Angel Fund, we were able to provide some extra money to support community college students in their own personal challenges brought on by the pandemic. And finally, the food pantry at the church is still going strong. Although they had to close down and learn to do things more safely, they've opened up again back in July of last year, and they've grown ever more since, and now serve up to about 80 families per month. The other reason I am here also has to do with food and food insecurity. World Food Day is commemorated on October 16th this year. As part of World Food Day, one of the goals is to spread recognition that over 815 million people worldwide suffer from chronic undernourishment. And we know this is true, even in our own community. And the other thing we know is that the pandemic has exacerbated this problem. We're very thankful at Westminster to work with Alive, which is an interfaith organization of over 48 congregations. It's the oldest and largest private safety net here in the city. Our pledges support this organization in general, but next week we get to do something a little more specific, because Presbyterian women and all of our women's circles will be collecting non-perishable food items for Alive next Sunday, October 17th. You can see a list of acceptable and most wanted items on the Alive website. And I believe that some of the many Eunices and Loises of Westminster will be waiting for your donation at collection baskets at the entrances to the church and at Fellowship Hour. So I guess to wrap up, I would say, remember, our pledges support all of these wonderful things, and please think carefully about your gift to Westminster to rekindle the gifts of God and to make the best financial commitment you can for 2022. On a last personal note, I'm very happy to be here. I could say it's good to get out of the rain, but I could also say it's just great to see all of you and to see with you all where our pledges, tithes, and offerings can go in the coming year. Thank you.